Hello darklings, my name is Sanniz, I'm an Eldergoth from Sweden, and do you know, we haven't had a get ready with me video for a long time, so I thought we'd do one for a change. But first we take the intro and see you soon. Hello darklings, like I said, I'm Sanniz, I'm from Sweden and I am an Eldergoth. And I thought, we haven't done this chatty type of get ready with me. I'm probably gonna pause it whilst I changing stuff because I can't do everything. And you're not gonna see when I put on my eyeliner and that type of things either, and that type of things, because it's too much hassle, because I can't do it here because I need to have more support and be closer to the mirror. But we're gonna put on the eyeshadow and that type of things at least. And we're actually gonna try the Lashy Doodles eyeshadow palette. I can show you here first for you to know what's going on. And is this nice color schedule. We're gonna see if I'm gonna just stick with those colors or if I'm gonna add something more. But at least we're gonna put this on so you can see how it works. Even that, I have used it once and it was okay-ish. It's not a bad one, it's not the best one either, but I should say that it's a little bit bad than, not better, little more under in quality compared with my Midnight from Beauty Makeup or whatever its name. I'm gonna show that palette, so if you wait a little. So I should use that type of purplish type of things. I'd rather go for this one because this is actually a very good one with lots of colors, but it's very much bigger. So you can see if you travel or something, this is a much better size to actually get with you. And hopefully that is the colors you only need. But else you can put down maybe two smaller ones or some single two, so you can have a little more various depending on how long you're gonna be away. And you're thinking, fuck, Laura, should she stop talking and start doing something? Yeah, we will. So I thought, not just using that one, I'm actually gonna use a foundation for a change. And I'm not usually do that because I think I'm not looking as great as usual with foundations. I'm older now and I actually think my skin looks better without, if I should be honest. But we're gonna use this one. And yeah, you think it looks very white? Probably are on some people, but should I be honest, not that white on me when it's finished. But like I said, I took some, and I think this one, this sponge was from the same box too. Both the foundation and the sponge was from Gothic Beauty Magazine box 55, and the eyeshadow palette came from 56. So let's start. We don't just talk and not doing anything and not even come around. And I'm actually gonna before I finish the video, coming back with I put on clothes and other type of things, fix my hair hopefully too. So yeah, it looks very white right now. I have put on my ordinary face cream before earlier this morning, so it's a little bit more hydrated. Yeah, it looks very pale for the moment, but you're gonna see when I start blending it proper, it's gonna not end up that pale. It's maybe a little bit paler than I usually are, but that works good with my skin. It don't look that unnatural in that type of a thing, but it takes a little while to work it in, else it's just gonna look patchy and not well done anyway. But we start somewhere at least, so see where we're going. And like I said, it's a shadow one, so I'm not sure I'm gonna edit that much anyway, but I'm gonna pause when I pick other things, and that's because it's easy for me to put together the video too. if I use the ordinary editor I have, because that one don't like too long clips at a time, because then I have to change program to another one that don't have all the things that I like, but actually can import longer files without problem, or at least bigger issue. So what are you up to then? And you see right now when I start to blend it in, it start to actually go down pretty well in my skin tone. It's still pale, at least in this type of light it looks that, but if you go out in more natural light it's not gonna end up as pale, but you can see how much it's already start to go down. So for me it's not pale in that type of way, but I'm not competing with being that pale anyway, so you see I'll stick with what I have. But yeah, so what are we gonna talk about right now when I'm doing this? So this is a pre-recording, see, some weeks ago probably when you see this, when I did this one, because I like sometimes to be a little before in a schedule, so I'm not getting too stressed in under other circumstances, because I know maybe I have other plans going on, so I don't want to have everything at the same time. And right now many of my goth friends are heading to the cinema. And you forget which movie is it now, because it goes some weeks and people that maybe are a little more notice about things can maybe calculate which movie it is. And it's the new Beetlejuice, and the original is very old, and this is next one, so it's gone a lot of years before they did this one, so many people are hyped about it. So yeah, so that's nice, so that they have something to looking forward for. And if I should tell a very ungothic confession in this way, I've never been a Beetlejuice fan. Yeah, I can watch the original movie and that type of things, but it don't speak to me, it don't say wow. But I guess we're all different, even if we are goths and or other type of dark inclined people, we can have a little diversity when it comes to what we like or not like. So it don't make it worse to not like things. You don't have to like everything just the same, I just say. But I don't know, I haven't seen the new one, so I can't tell about it. It's a little like when people say about The Crow, the remake. I'm not sure I'm gonna watch it, especially not on the movie, because for me Crow is one of the movies that shouldn't do any remake of anyway, and I think it's not good that they actually did it. So yes, you can see now how it went in. Yeah, I do look much more paler in the camera with this ring light on at the same time, but when I go out or look in the other mirror I don't look that pale. So but this is this one, and it actually works really good. I think it's from Dark Asteroid Pretty, and it's a really good one, and I should compare it with other type of white ones, but we're not getting into that one now because it's not that type of thing. I'm not a makeup channel in that type of way, so I am not the pro, I'm not a makeup artist, so I do it my way, the way that works for me. Normally I use this one under, but I already have it, and this one is from Makeup Revolution, and that is because I have a little more reddish on my cheekbones, because when I was younger I got a medication that blows some vessels in my skin, so that makes me look more reddish all the time. But I have already put on, and it don't take down that much, but it's still one of the better one that I like to use. So I just wanted to show that I have that over my other day cream too, so if you want that. So now I was thinking we're gonna do a little contour, because that's what I do, and it's actually from Makeup Revolution too. And of course I tried to open it the wrong way, then you can fight forever, can you? Such a clumsy bitch. It's my channel, I can tell me whatever I want. And because of we going for a little more gothic look, so maybe we should go for, I'm not sure if I stick with the ordinary, that is a little neutral type. So I'm gonna not take it too long down, because if you follow like Robert Welch, and that when he talk about how to do things and not making it wrong way. So if you want to have a little more slimmer face or something, you not pause some bits when you do contour and when you put on the blusher. I'm gonna try to stick in that period, and you know that goth sometimes, especially trad goths, do this very extreme type of thing with grayish or black, and have this very sharp type of contouring. But I'm not sure I'm gonna do it now, because you know goths can have all type of looks. You don't have to do just the same because someone do that trad goth thing, so you don't have to look the same. Do your thing, and if you don't like too much makeup, don't use too much. If you don't like any makeup at all, don't use makeup. You're not forced. And if you like to put on everything you can find, do it that too. It's up to you. It's your creation, isn't it? Someone should actually say that it's okay for everyone to do whatever they want. It's just a play. Or like one of my friends on YouTube, Pia in Denmark, always says, in the end, you still wash it away. So why care? It's not in. You don't have a certain age. You don't have to have a certain look or whatever. You're still gonna wash it off. So people shouldn't care that much, should they? It's your face. It's not theirs. And we hopefully do it for ourselves and not for others directly. Because if you don't do it for yourself, you're still gonna be very insecure what you're doing. And like I can see that this video gonna be long because I haven't even come that far yet. But I can promise when I take away the more things with eyeliner, that so at least you're not gonna have to hustle about that bit because that's gonna take even longer. Because, like you know, I have finger handicaps, so some days I have very bad hands, very shaky and that type of thing. So that's why I don't even want to do that. Plus, I'm short-sighted and I have this age type of sight nowadays too, because I'm 56. We all get in that someday. Some people are lucky, but I am not. I even have an eye condition just because of my fear sickness that makes my eyes even worse in other type of cases. So it's limited. I can't use contacts for effects, and I feel that's a little sad, especially now when Halloween is soon coming up and you want to do crazy looks and you want to have that extra too. So I can't do it anymore. And I should say to people that use contacts and never been to an optician, go and check your eyes. You never know when something goes really wrong. And if you put the contact in your eyes and your eyes is not okay, that could be the case when you go blind or almost blind. Remember that. You don't want to lose your sight if you have a vision, because, you know, what could you do after that? It's not that easy to put on makeup either if you don't have the eyes. Yeah, maybe you couldn't just go on feelings or something, but you don't know about the result. And I don't think that most of us is that good, so we can do it that good without the vision anyway, or with a very blurry vision. And that's why I'm not gonna do the eyeliner, because I need to, yeah, you know that. Plus, when I'm standing against the other mirror behind me in the bathroom, I actually put some of my elbow and that type of things like a support if I'm too shaky, so at least I can have it a little more straighter than I think and not too big. And I'm still rambling, I know, but this is Chatty, get ready with me. So, and after this I'm gonna pause to change the things I have here so I can actually put the other things ready. But now I'm contouring a little bit my nose too, thought I should go a little over the top this time. I usually don't do that, but you know, we can do it for the change. Like I said, it's going off, and right now it's hot too, so I hope the makeup gonna stick in place before I melt. I can't do this nude. YouTube shouldn't allow it, and I shouldn't allow it too. So I'm gonna pause a little bit, and then we're coming back with the next step. So I'm back again, and before I do my eyebrows, I'm gonna use this to prime my eyelids. And nowadays it's actually hard to find those, at least in the shops in Sweden, so I have to look, and this was the only brand that works better for me. And yeah, so I'm gonna add a little hope that it's gonna help little the eyeshadow pop. You don't need that much really, and some people might not need. When I was younger, we didn't even use this type of thing, so you see it's all different. And before we do anything else, we're gonna put on a little more eyebrows, because I think this is a little too weak. So I usually use this one from Maybelline, and start to finish I'm gonna need to buy one new, but I think that works best for me. And I know that some people have commented in earlier videos and that type of things, or on pictures, that they think my makeup looks okay or good, and then they complain about my eyebrows instead and think I'm doing them wrong and too dark. And people, stop caring so much about other things, because do what you feel for. And like I said, I'm still gonna do that, and I can never do them exactly the same, because through here I have I haven't shaved anything. I have so light, but they are now colored, so that's why you can see them a little more when I start. But normally you can't see them because they're blonde. And yeah, I just doing my little thing. I hope for the best. I can never get them exactly the same, or some days they not turn up exactly how I want. So I think they're gonna be bigger, but we're gonna do a little more adjustment after. And now it's a little harder because I stand a little longer away from the mirror too, and I don't have the support like I talked to that I like to have when it comes to adding some bit of my makeup. So it's a little harder, but we try to do the best, and we have to see how it goes. And right now I don't want to cope, but I don't care. Like I said, I can still just wash it all off if I don't like it in the end. And I don't know how long it's gonna stay anyway, because it's a very hot day, and this weather is very crazy nowadays, because it's September when I film it, beginning of September, and it's so crazy because we had really cold weather for a bit now, and suddenly decided to go the directly opposite. So it's like high summer. It haven't really been that. We had for 2 days ago, we actually had record in my town. And yeah, some countries where people live, they say, oh, it's not that hot, because we have so much more. But remember, I live in another type of country. We got over much more colder weather too. And for me, that's hot, because, and it showed that 2 days ago, I think it was, we hit a record, a new record, especially for this time of the year. And do you know when we last had the warmest during this time of year? 1906. It's over 100 years old, that record. So that's much. So much it did. So yeah, now we've done that. And we're gonna put on some eyeliner on my waterline, and yeah, I don't see if I can show. I think it's something there. Maybe it's the wrong way if you want to read. I usually don't go for, it's so hard to find good ones because I have so much going on with my eyes. I have to spray them all the time, and that means that the most are not staying in place anyway, and even when I put them on, it's not going that much that I want to. So I have to adjust it after I've done my makeup too. So this is just to make it a little better in the beginning. So I always do it like this, so I don't forget it. At least I have something on before. And what are we gonna talk about more? It's a little hard to say. I'm looking forward for a lot of things when we're doing this. I'll start to see the end of the tunnel, like I said, because I haven't had no really vacation this summer, so it's been a very hard summer for me at work. I'll leave it there if I need it in case. And I thought we should start with using the palette, and we're actually gonna use the white first. So it's a matte white. So we continue with the Chatty, and I haven't really had any vacation this year. I had some days around midsummer, and of course I had some extra day when I had my birthday, but that's all. And because there's been so many people off, and that is the ordinary ones, so it's been very much for me to do, and I thought it should come much more earlier back to ordinary stuff. But it shows up that it took almost 2 semester vacation, we call it semester. It took almost 2 of those periods. Other companies putting it in 2 bits. So yeah, if you're gonna have during summer months, you need to apply that, but it's not still not sure you're gonna get it, because in the end they still need to approve it, and they still need, and sometimes they borrow you out for another part of the work if they need people and they think it's easy to take temporary people where you work. It depends on the customer. And I work with car parts, and for some reason, even if that's the biggest part at our company, so they still think it's easier to get rookies, newbies in there. But I don't really get it, because it gives the few of us that's still there, I'm gonna have to even work harder, because I don't know what to say about it, but sometimes I don't think some people, they decide what's hard work and not hard work, know what they're doing. So what are we gonna do now? Because like you see, we don't have that much colors to choose from, and we use the white on the top. So I thought we'd take a little like this lighter pinkish tone and just put it here to make like the transfer area. Let's see how it goes. It's a little fallout on this one, so you need to know that. And now when I'm standing far away from the mirror, so don't be too judgy, because I don't see the one, so it's not gonna be perfect. I might do a little more refreshing before I turn back and coming back with an outfit and everything that's sorted, but I'm gonna try to do as much as possible for the camera, so you see at least the most of it when we do it, and we can have this lovely chat together. Even if I wish that some people could be close to me and talk with me in person, especially goth friends, because there are not that many anymore, especially not when you come up in age too. It's even harder. And if you know that someone is alternative in your town, they're not interested to know an oldie. So in Sweden, people are very focused on age. That's sad, because I think we should be able to join each other if you have the same interest in everything, because it's not the face for many of us. You can see me, still the same person. I'm not gonna change that bit, because that's who I am, and I should be very miserable if I couldn't be that person. Yeah, I can't look like this 24/7. I would dream about doing it, at least when I want to do it. Of course, I have days when I don't have the energy, I'm not feeling well, I have other type of sickness too, so of course that's gonna affect how I'm gonna dress or look like, or like the weather. Usually I don't add that much makeup during a hot day like this, because I know how it's gonna be, gonna start melting away, and then you look like a clown. Yeah, some people might like to look like a clown, but I'm not one of them. So yeah, luckily we are different, all of us, and that's what makes us unique. So I think before someone is stupid and talk to people, look at yourself first. Are you really that perfect? Are you that perfect you can decide how another person should look like, be like, act like one? It's a little like my weight loss. I have noticed since I started it how much different I'm been treated, and it's actually very sad, because that means that how I looked before, people judging me for a lot of awful things too, because I looked a certain way, and now I don't have a problem if I go to a shop and they don't even know me, they haven't seen me before. So much more nicer, because they don't judge me. Because now I start looking like them, especially with clothes on, when you don't see the skin that maybe haven't followed all the way, because I have I have too big skin costume nowadays. But it's nothing I'm gonna show, so at least not in ordinary videos and that type of things. And yeah, she just mumbling, it's gonna be a very long video. I know. But sometimes we need to be a little chatty with each other. So now we put on that one, we have a little base, and what are we gonna play around with now? So like I said, it's a bit of fallout in it, so I thought you might go for a little of darken it up with this little more dark and matte type of purple too. Let's see if I'm gonna say which brush I'm gonna use that is best for this. And I'm not gonna show any brushes because I don't have those fancy brushes that some people have. But I wish that you can often more have like an example when you buy a thing that at least if you're in a physical shop that you can actually feel on that one, because all have different preferences. And even if you have one of the most expensive ones, doesn't certainly mean that it's the best one, not for you. Because it's all about the taste and that. And I have not that big eyes in that type of thing. I have hooded eyes, but I'm not having hooded like some people have that have more like the eyes is deepened. Mine is actually going down, and if I have swollen so you can't even see. Like you look now, you can't see my eyelids, so I have to do this. So it's very hard to do as good makeup as some think, and it's certainly when it comes to the eyeliner, it's not that easy to do those cool one either. So you need to find your own way to do something you like. But it's just playing around. Do what's best and find the way that suits you best. That's what we have to do. We can't look and do in detail. We have to adjust it after the person we are and the style you are. Maybe you don't want to have all. We could take inspiration from a lot of people. There are a lot of good YouTubers, no matter if it's a goth or not, that do makeup too. Take inspiration, but still find something that is you. Yeah, I should want to do a lot of those cool type of makeup too, that some people do, but my eyes is not made for it. And I can't even use those gorgeous eyelashes either, because then I can't wear my glasses. And without the glasses, I can't see much. So it's one thing to do a video for temporary when I can take off at least the eyelashes, but often if I need to take them off, it's not gonna look that good after all. Then you might have to try to save the makeup you have just because you did that step. But yeah, you get the point. And yeah, and when I look at the world, that's what's going on everywhere. I think this world is crazy. All the shootings everywhere, no matter what it is, school shootings in the States. We got other type of things going on. We got, even where I live, we have bombs, we have guns. And one of the gangs that is just a walking distance from here now, they actually go abroad and do crimes for other gangs, because those gangs have discovered if they hire a hitman or whatever you should call them nowadays, and they're not even old. Many are even under 15 years old nowadays, so it's just kids. It's kids with weapons. Kids that maybe even go some drugs now, so they use drugs to take down their emotions, to make it easier to do what they're doing. And it's ridiculous how this world has turned out. I'm not sure I want to be old in this world, if I should be honest. And I'm definitely happy that I have never been a kid person, so I had kids to grow up now, because you know, everything that goes on, the wars and all the things. You got Gaza, you got with Ukraine and all the things and other worry parts. So, and then we got all the religious type of thing going on. And like I always said, that I don't think someone should be born into a religion. You can educate about different type of religion. I was born into Christianity, because that's how it goes. Protestantic is Christianity. But as a grown-up, I discovered that you don't have to be Christian anymore. You can actually live it. And I did, because I'm not Christian. I never was that. I didn't want to take the last steps to be counted like a proper Christian, because I never felt like it. I tried to get away from it when I was a kid, but actually the Wicca told my parents that I haven't showed up enough in the things in the church. I was on the lessons, don't take me wrong, I was on the lessons, but I had a plan that if I didn't go all the time, I just pretended like I went there. So then they couldn't do that last step for me, and then I didn't have, because I didn't want to do that. I had friends that did it only to get presents, gifts, but I'm not that I'm not that type of person. if you're gonna get gifts, at least give me gifts of the right reason, not just for doing something for getting gifts. So yeah, so I think people should be able to educate themselves. If you want to have a religion or not, you can be an atheist or whatever you want, but you shouldn't be forced to be one. You shouldn't be born into one. That's what I'm saying. Educate, be old enough to take the decision, and then be what you want. That's what I'm saying. And we're gonna see if we had some fallout. It's not that, but perhaps a little, but we might have to do a little refreshing later. So I'm gonna pause a little one so I can get a little shorter clip in between. So now we look like this. We have used 3 different colors so far, and yeah, what should we do now? What should we do now? Should we maybe try this little more shimmery metallic purple and put that on a bit to deepen up even the dark bits? And now I don't see that much what I'm doing, so I have to go closer. And I feel that eye is a little ringing in there. I'm gonna try maybe use this camera and this mirror. I mean, it don't show up that much, so a little disappointment. Maybe it's more like not like a shimmery, but more what is the word we're using for that type of thing? When it's a little more softer, but it's not acting 100% like a matte. But yeah, I don't care. It deepens this up a little more. I'm gonna use it for deepening it up at least. So velvety maybe was the word I'm looking for. I'm gonna try to add a little more in this, in the eye socket, or what do you call it, when it falls down the brush a little more here, especially when I have my type of hooded eyes. So you see I press it in here so it goes a little darker in that area. So we're gonna continue here a little again. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. So yeah, it's a sad world we're living in, and yeah, I'm not really looking forward to be too old, especially when I don't even know when I can go in pension, because all the rules changed. I was reading the other days that actually my generation from the 60s are the biggest loser right now, because we don't even know when we can go in pension and when we can afford to go in pension, because we have taken the bullet for everybody else. And we still, many of us have worked for a very long time. I have worked since I was a kid, more or less, because I did extra things before I came up to that age, and then I worked extra when I went to school, and then I started work directly after I finished school when I was 20. So I haven't really been unemployed that long, and even during the time I was unemployed, I was doing things that I got money for. So it's not like I've been sitting home and not doing anything. So what are we gonna try now then? I think we go for something more darkening. So we're gonna take this, there should be like a blackish type of thing, but I should say it's more black brownish. And we deepen it up even more. And like I said, it's a little hard to see what I'm doing in that mirror because it's a little too far away. I'm not gonna add too much, it's just that I want to have a little more depth. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna use another eyeshadow palette, because I usually have a little more diversity in some of the colors I use, but yeah, we do what we have. And I wanted to try in a video to using what I have from Gothic Beauty magazine. I'm very happy that they actually sent me 2 boxes, so I feel very honored, because I never expected to get that type of thing, to be recognized of this type of things that I was reading when I was so much younger. So it's amazing, it's amazing, and I thank you them by all my heart that they actually recommend, they like my channel, and don't really have the biggest thing that I need to prove something, and all my thoughts about things are actually my own. I'm gonna tell if I like something or I'm gonna use something. And like I said, I don't drink tea because I'm allergic, so that's why I gave away in a giveaway the things. And I went to Cheryl that lives in the US, and she have a very great channel too. She's not directly goth type of person, but she do amazing makeup. She's a nail technician, I think. And she do those going around in shops, and now she do a lot about Halloween stuff too. So I love to see all the things that goes on in the US. At the same time, I'm very jealous too, because we don't have anything close like that, and I haven't been down in some of the shops still and see if they got it up, but I know it's still maybe too early. I know we have one dollar store that have things already up, and I did a video about that, but I must say I'm so jealous when it comes to the States and all the extra, even shops in UK now. When I see a store even Gothic Eternity, when she do have things when I go to Home Sense and all that type of stuff, and I'm looking, oh shit, I should want to have those type of things too, because I love Halloween. It's the best time of year, at least when it comes to I can find things I love. Home decoration, I have much up all year around anyway, but you know, you go on the top when it comes to this type of year. So I was hoping that one day even Sweden can be a little more funny when it comes to that type of stuff, but like I said, I don't have that big hope for it, because I know they're not that adventurous over here when it comes to that type of things. Don't take Midsummer away from them, but don't bring other type of stuff, because then they're gonna start blaming commercial things and that type of things, and I don't think that other holidays is just the same when they're selling the things for that type of period. A little hypocrisy, isn't it? So far, maybe not perfect, but nothing we can hide. And what are we gonna try now? We don't have that much shows directly, but I'm not 100% sure. We can take this purple that is a little more shimmery. It looks like it's little that type of shine, so I'm gonna try with a finger, add it on some bits. I'm gonna see what we're gonna do, because I'm not sure I want to have everything. I'm gonna fix other bits too a little later, but now we just go for this bit. And I'm not sure, should I try the yellow glitter? I'm not the person that like yellow or gold. I'm a silver person, and people that follow me knows that. Oh, I did wrong. Dipped the wrong finger in the wrong pan. But I think we succeeded to manage that catastrophic thing anyway. So dramatic, as she said. And yeah, there's a lot of things going on, but I'm not gonna talk about some things, because they are either happening whilst you see this thing, or already happened, or I'm gonna do a video about it, so we have to leave those subjects outside this video. But like I said, it's a chatty one, so I still have to go on as long as I do the makeup list. So yeah, I did some gifts for my friends in UK. I'm not gonna showing them here either. Yeah, it's gonna come as shorts about it, and I'm not sure if that's how we're gonna up, because it depends on when I upload this one, because I need to be sure that I actually given the gifts to my friends. But I did this Viking knitted chain and added pendants to it, and I hope they're gonna like it, because I wanted to give them something special. It's the first time I meet them, and I'm going to Wales to do that. And yeah, it's gonna be fantastic, because these people I talked to for a very long time, and they are Eldergoths like me, and very nice girls. So it's gonna be very, very nice to actually meet them in person, because I miss having friends that are interested in the same and actually stayed inside. Just some people might have been away for a while, but they had returned back when we get older, because the most of us still return to the roots, if that's what we are. So I never really disappeared. I maybe been toned down or been away, depending on health issues or the relationship haven't directly. When it comes to being in the clubs, I haven't been directly on the clubs lately either. So, and it's not that many left with the inflation and everything goes on. So even the metal has had no problems to get places. But in October, somewhere in the end of October. They're actually gonna go and see a local band, and the concert itself is free, and it's gonna be in a place for when one of my friends that have even a bigger studio with all type of things from piercings, tattoos, hair, and you name it. They have all type of souls there gathered under the same studio. And Kia is amazing person, and my hairdresser Malena works there too, and everyone that works there are perfect. And one of the person had done some of my ink on my body is always also working there, Jörgen. So there are a lot of very good people under the same roof. And Kia and her husband actually bought this place, Saga Teatern, and it's like a big restaurant type of things that even have live type of things going on. And I met this blog on internet because we have the same type of travel when it comes to the weight loss, because he was in Falköping too and did the gastric bypass, but he is some weeks after me. And he and his wife has this metal band called Saphira, and they have been very silent for 5 years around-ish, at least when I go to his own information what he says when he posts about it. And they're actually now gonna start again and probably gonna go out on that. They're gonna release new things. One single video is already out. I have posted it in my community tab too. So if you like metal music sometimes, that's for you. And also I have a very specific type of voice that can go from growl to nice singing. So it's that type of metal music too, if you wonder. And Tony, that have done the same surgery, is the musician part itself, and he done a lot of the music too. So you're gonna see how good everything is. And they're gonna have this live concert in end of October, and I thought Trevor and I can go there, so watch them and support them. And Tony said it should be nice if we could take a shot too, because even if we live very close to the same type of town, they are living more in the countryside. But we were planning to meet and take some food out, but we never did. So because they are very busy too, and we are busy too, and they have their works too, I thought, should we try the jello? And it's this type of that, but I tried to press it down, so but we just put it in here then. I'm not 100% sure on this bit, but of some reason we never got that far so we could meet up. So it's gonna be nice if we go to that part, and if he have time. Yeah, he said that it should be nice to talk and that type of things, but I shouldn't take that in big calculation that he actually have time for it. Oh shit. A big chunk of glitter. I don't want to have it there. Go at least on that section. So I don't count with that he gonna really have too much time talking with me, but you never know, maybe he have. But it should be nice to actually meet him and his wife, because they are really nice people, at least they seem to be. And they do videos, but mainly in Swedish. So when they show their place and all the animals they have, and they live more like vegans too. So, and like I said, if it wasn't for all my food type of things that I need to get the protein in my body, I should probably maybe be vegan too, if it was just for the cause of it, because I do love animals and I don't want them to suffer. But sadly I need my protein, and I have food allergy that makes that just live on what Mother Nature do when it's not animal. It shouldn't work for me. I don't know, it didn't turn that yellowish on me. Maybe it's mixed a little bit, but we have to see. I'm just gonna wash off my fingers because now it's messy. Fingers clean. So I thought we go up and touch up some of the purple too. So I'm just gonna see which I used to watch. That was for the black. That was for the lighter. And I think this one was for the darker. So we're gonna add a little more here. Deepen up some of the purple too. And of course we need to go with the lighter purple. Did I take the right one? That is. Sometimes I'm a little unsecure which brush I used. Let me take that one just in case. So we can get a little, this thing with the glitter and that comes over a little more saddle. Not that sharpish, or whatever you could call it. Maybe not the perfect, but we do the best. Yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to go and see the concert too, but as you know that I don't just listen to Gothic music. I've been to Amman Amarth too and watched them play here in Gothenburg, Sweden, and that was an awesome concert too. I can recommend if you like that type of Viking metal, or I don't think they call it symphonic death metal too, so then it's your cup of tea, like they say. So I should highly recommend that if you like that type of thing. And yeah, go ahead and check them out. But I do looking forward to do this extra gig too, because then it gives a little more other stuff to going on. So, and like you know, this video gonna be so long. I hope you can stand to watch everything. I know maybe not everyone is that, but if you don't like that type of thing, you don't have to watch, do you? I'm gonna see her. And because I used purple, that much purple, so I thought this is how we look right now. We're gonna take some of the white too, I think, and smoothen it up in the upper part a little more, so it looks a little more worked. So yeah, like I said, there's a lot of different type of things going on too. Not everything I will talk about, at least right now, because some things you don't want to tell in advance. Sometimes you want to talk about maybe after. But I do looking forward for a lot of things. So, and soon having a vacation. So that's gonna be perfect. The best bit of everything, vacation. And like I said, I now have purple makeup that much, and yeah, maybe not the greatest look, but I wanted to play around with this one without going into another palette, because I want to show that you can create something with this one. Maybe this one is not the one I should only want to have. I should want to bring something else or have other type of color story, but this is the color story I had, so I had to stick with it, and I wanted to keep inside it, so I showed that that's the way it goes. And because I use so much purple, so I usually do this thing, if I don't do like try to use black or gray tone, I use a matching for a blusher. So I take the lighter matte blue there in the edge, and I actually do, and I do like the same thing I did with the contour. I follow Robert Welch advice about if you want to have, don't go in too much, just do it here if you want to have a certain look. And yes, we won't. So yeah, I talked a lot of things. So, and to the winter I might have to start order a little more clothes too, and I need to find thicker knitted shirts too, sweaters or whatever you call it, because it's gonna be cold. And if it's gonna be like last winter, I want to be prepared, because right now, because I lost so much in weight, I'm also freezing so much easier, so it's hard. Like, I still don't like too hot, but I still can freeze very easily. And then we're gonna add a little of this. I had already a little on before because I've been out, so, but we're gonna add a little more because I'm gonna put on probably false eyelashes, because else the look gonna look a little strange. And after this one I might already go outside the camera, but I can show some things I'm gonna use. And some of you are thinking, but didn't you get eyeliners from Lashy Doodle in the Gothic magazine box too. Yes, I did, but the purple one I gave away because I know myself, I had bought that type of colours before. I have bought blue and purple and that type of things, but I never used them directly, so I know that is a waste on me. I use white, I use black and silver. That's what I've been using. So you can't start using something if you don't like it, do you? And the lips I'm gonna do outside the camera too. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do purple or if I'm gonna do black, but if I do black, I might put on some of the eyeshadow on top to do a little ombre type of things. If you want that, you have to see. I haven't decided yet, so we have to see. So that's gonna be a little bit spontaneous. And yeah, when it comes to eyeliner, liquid one, nothing beats this one. And it's a Swedish indie brand, but it's a very big one, so you can find it often in the ordinary bigger shopping shops too. So, but this one is the only one that actually works really well on me, and nothing beats it. The one I got from Lashy Doodle, I'm not sure if I can find it. They have like this stamp on one side. This is the only one I have got so far. It works okay-ish, but I have noticed, at least on me, I'm not sure if it's on everyone. It can be from person to person too. The eyeliner is set because it have this stamp on one side and I have like this ordinary tip on the other side. It works often very well and that type of things, but I said but when I put on those type of shimmery metallic type of things, it don't work on me that well. So I go back to the one that I can trust. But I'm not gonna show it because, like I said, I need to have a little steady. My hands is not always okay-ish or stable. I have still hard time anyway to get a straight line or get it as I want to. I'm gonna do the rest now with hair and clothes, and then I come back and talk later before we finish this very, very long get ready and chatty video. But I still hope you have enjoyed the process so far. And I actually wanted to show how this eyeshadow palette works. That was from Lashy Doodles. If someone might want to buy it directly from them or something like that, so at least you can see what you get, at least from my point of view. I'm not a makeup artist, don't forget that. I'm not the best when it comes to makeup either, so take that in calculation. But like I said, I still, if it wasn't for the size, I should still rather reach for this one, and that is because I can show you too. So I have used this one in the videos too, but like you see, I have a lot more. I have blue that I prefer more actually when it comes to colors, because I think I look too sweet or too pretty or that, and I don't want to look pretty or sweet when I do Gothic styles. I never look extreme enough when it comes to purple. I like to use purple, but I still prefer blues. And if you look here, I can pretty get the most of it already out from what I have, so I don't really need this one. And the black here is black, it's not brownish in the tone, so it's also a big difference because I prefer black if I have to choose. So now we take a little pause from the makeup bit, and when I'm back I have changed clothing because I wanted to dress up a little bit for you and for myself, of course, not just for you. Don't ever think I do it only for you. I do it for myself too, but at least I have an excuse extra to make it to someone else, because if you don't take that thing that you do it for yourself, because there's so many people out there that think that we do makeup and up dressing and that just for you. No, we don't, but you can think that. So at least I can do that. So next time you see me, you're gonna see a ready look, hopefully. And did I not show that I have sparkles on my nails too? Yeah, so see you soon. Bye. So ducklings, I'm back. And this is the final result with makeup, and I added some eyeliner and put on something on my lips. I actually did use that purple shimmery thing from eyeshadow palette to make the ombre. This is how it ended up. and this is the outfit. I'm gonna just make it really easy so you can get it in a better angle. And this is what we came up with. And I hope you enjoy this little Chatty Get Ready with me. I haven't done it for a while. If you want to see more in the future, just tell me. Of course I'm gonna do it anyway, but it's better if you want. If you want to do a collab with me, not too big, please ask. Maybe we can get some ideas to work together. And if you're new to my channel and like my type of contents, I do a lot of different things, not just this type of things, but mainly something that has to do with goth, or to show that goths can be outside the boxes in many type of cases too, when people don't expect us, because we are like anybody else, just a little bit different, maybe a bit weird. I don't know what's normal, who knows. So if you're new here, like my content, please consider to subscribe, press the notification bell at the same time. Old returners and darklings, love you all, thanks for the support, and give me likes and comment. I do love reading comments, and please stay safe, stay weird, and be nice to each other. Thanks for watching. Bye.